Am I on a spaceship right now? Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Reagan, and I gotta first take care of some housekeeping things. The other day, I was hanging out with my family, and I found out my big brother watches my videos. He doesn't even listen to Sleep Token, but whenever I'm listening to these for the first time, he's also listening to them for the first time. So shout out him. You're awesome. You don't have to watch my videos. Yeah, that's okay. But that was neat to hear. Also, shout out my patrons. And those of you who follow me on Instagram, I look like a mess. My hair is disgusting and I'm sweaty and gross. If you follow me on Instagram, then you'll know exactly the day that this was filmed. I mean, it was a day before that it comes out. But follow me on Instagram if you want to. If you want to shoot me a message, say hi or something, then you can. But don't be weird. Yeah, that's that. I'm excited to get into another song, and I've literally no idea what it's going to be about. Mine sounds a little bit possessive. We'll see if it's like Vessel and a significant other we're talking about, or if it's like Sleep and Vessel. Regardless, it's going to be good because the first two songs in this album, absolutely fire. If you guys didn't know already, on my channel here, I am going through the entire discography of Sleep Token, and I finished all of Sundowning. Great album. I'm sorry. I still need to get through the first EP and the second EP. I've only done the first two songs from the first EP one. That is a priority. I will get to it. But there's people over my Patreon who are getting certain tiers that has me listen to new songs, which I enjoy listening to new songs. It's been really fun finding this new music. If you want to check out my Patreon, there are early access 2 weeks ahead, or at least 6 videos ahead over on Patreon. And if you want to request me listen to a certain song or something like that, then there's that too. Okay. Shout out my patrons. You guys are awesome. It's fun. We got this little community going on, and it's great. It's great. Okay. Without further ado, let's get into Mine by Sleep Token.
I have waited, paralyzed by my own will.
I feel like we're getting a little bit
Viciously reminding me still.
this like electronic a little bit. I like it.
Born to believe, and I am certain, no, that you and I are crashing course. Driven by a holy force. I know you can see that you will be mine. Yeah, you
I like the distortion on his voice, and then the background.
mine.
Am I on a spaceship right now? Okay, I gotta pause it. Wow. Oh man, it's been like a week since I had listened to one of their songs here, since I listened to Hypnosis. I love this group. I love this group so much. So something that was interesting is like a couple of these lines makes me think of like, or at least these words that we're using, makes me think of a comment that I'd gotten from a friend of mine, Lady Acidosis, over on Patreon whenever she commented on my Atlantic video. One sec. So in the song here, he's saying, you and I are crashing course driven by a holy force. It's almost like we're meant to be. Like we're eventually going to come together. We're on a crash course, whatever, driven by a holy force. It makes sense with like this whole deity and like God's kind of theme. But this whole crashing course driven, she had said something interesting, and I had noticed this also in a lot of their previous songs. So if you guys didn't know already, the first song that I listened to was Granite. And Granite is admittedly not from these early albums, okay? I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even really pay attention to the lyrics. But Granite had lines like, I was more than just a body in your passenger seat, you know, between the secondhand smoke and the glass on the street, keep an eye on the road, etc. And then Dark Signs has similar things. If you saw the marks on my dashboard, the new scars that I didn't ask for. I love Dark Signs. And also Give, I am the shadow, you're a passenger. So Lady Acidosis had said that her interpretation of Atlantic, what was it? She interpreted it as him waking up in the hospital after a car accident that he and her were involved in. He feels like he caused it. I wonder if this is more in this song, like more subtle, you know, car crash related things. I don't know about that Atlantic thing, because how I interpreted it was, you know, self-harm, like he tried to hurt himself and then he woke up, and then everyone he cared about. Yeah, we don't have to get into it. If you want to check out that video, check out Atlantic, my reaction to it. It was a good one. But it is really interesting because a lot of these lyrics, I feel like they can be taken multiple ways. Because obviously there's like my tinfoil hat theory about the car crash, stuff like that. But also there's like obvious things like, I'm born to believe and I'm certain that you and I are a crashing course. Like, we're meant to be. We're driven by a holy force. Like, it is supposed to happen. It's like this longing. And he's had this longing before. But also, whenever he says paralyzed by my own will, it's like he's scared by the decisions that he's made. Like his own will, as in the things he's done, he's like paralyzed because of the dumb decisions he's made. Or maybe he's scared of what he can do. I'm not sure. I'm going to go back a little bit of the song because, honestly, it's extremely good. This, like, weird alien, like, freaking, like, spaceship, like Hypnosis, kind of. Whenever we had that groovy, kind of spooky, weird, hypnotic sounds. Like, the sounds in this album are so awesome. I really loved this album so far. Jeez Louise. 116.
Fire in the earth we walk. Will never stop me reaching for to see you again.
You'll do anything to see her again.
We're colorless over all the wasted years. Eternity will bring you near. I know you can see. I know you can see.
Yes. So I really like what they're doing with the drums here. So with a lot of the lyrics, like say 30 seconds ago, it's like very quiet, simple, just like hi-hat and snare. But whenever we're getting into like this building, it's like he's doing a lot of toms, like doom 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 with the cymbals. And then right here a second ago, he added the splash. The splash cymbal was those really tiny ones. Go tss, tss, tss. They're almost like the size of a hi-hat, maybe even smaller. But we're getting more like, I see more of this like worship music influence in Two's drumming. I don't know if you guys can tell if you've listened to much worship music, but the drumming, at least some of it in this song, reminds me of that. We're going to go back again to 2:12. And also the lyrics, he's saying with colors over all the wasted years. I wonder if that's him like reminiscing about the good times. Like you see the colors, like you see beautiful things. But he says eternity will bring you near, as if, does that mean if he dies, he will see her? I wonder if he was talking about another person. Like say, let's go down the road of this, no pun intended, theory that he's talking about a crash course. I mean, a crash, like, and he got in a wreck and he killed his significant other unintentionally or whatever. Eternity will bring you near. Whenever he's in the afterlife, he will see her. Maybe. But then there's things like, I know you can see that you will be mine. And that just makes me feel like he's chasing after someone or something. So it's really, I have no idea. We're at 2:12. That's a splash. Don't give. It sounds so good on these headphones. I love the lyrics in this. Not like what they say necessarily, but the "you will be mine." It's being repeated, but it's like while he's saying that, then there's the "but don't give me time, you will be mine." How they're like layered. That's so perfect. That's literally perfect. And now we're all quiet. Dang, he wants her so bad. So those are ghost notes. What we're hearing on the snare there, that's ghost notes. We get more guitar here. Wow. Vessel. That's Vessel, man. That's Vessel. Okay. I didn't know exactly. I wasn't like quite on the mark whenever I was trying to mouth it, because this is literally my first time listening to it, guys. So I know that was a little off. Whoo, boy. I love what they're doing with this track with his voice. Like they're distorting it a little bit. And I mean, I know a lot of it's him. Like he's literally he has so much range. I feel like in almost all the songs, like that's what I pick out more. Yeah, I'll talk about the drums a little bit. I'm actually a big fan of guitar. I've told you guys in the past I'm a huge fan of guitar, but like what surprises me and what catches my attention each time is Vessel's voice. And it wasn't just like that weird distortion and stuff, but it was like also the layering of the lyrics, like I talked about earlier in the song. It's just like nobody does it like these guys. Nobody does it like them. Okay, that was extremely good. That one was extremely good. I liked near the end whenever we brought in the guitar, but it wasn't like a major part, you know? And with the drums, usually I would say that I don't like the fact that they were a little bit more quiet in this, but I felt like how this song was composed, like post-production, how everything was put together, the drums are perfect. Like, they were actually super complicated, a lot of this stuff, but we couldn't hear it. It wasn't so incredibly pronounced, but that was okay. That was really okay. Also, some of you have noticed in my previous videos this tattoo I have. So this is something from a book series I love called the Stormlight Archive. And my brother, who I shout out in the beginning of the video, he's the one who introduced me to it. So awesome. All right, that's all I have to say. So before I forget, if you guys like the video, leave a like. It's really not that hard. It actually helps me a ton. Like, genuinely, it helps me a ton. I know I'm like a little YouTube channel, but the more you guys like it, the more people will see my video. And that's cool, I guess. I don't know. If you enjoy these videos, then consider subscribing. You know, I'm sure these videos will pop up for you regardless in your feed. But if you want to subscribe, do it. Otherwise, you know, thanks for coming, hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next one, okay? I give you a heart for obvious reasons. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.